this is determining an error in translation based on a given protein. Given the protein that starts with methionine, phenylalanine, tryptophan, threonine, lysine, and glycine, and a stop codon, we'd like to create a mutant protein based on methionine, tryptophan, and isoleucine, and a stop codon. First, we need to determine the mRNA sequence for the normal strain, which begins with methionine, which would be AUG, tryptophan, which would be UGG, phenylalanine, which would be UUU or UUC, threonine, which could be either ACU, ACC, ACA, or ACG, lysine, which could be either AAA, AAG, and glycine, which could be either GGU, GGC, GGA, or GGG. Then we have a stop codon, which would be UAA, UAG, or UGA. This leaves us with the known normal mRNA structure as AUG, UGG, UUX, which could be either U or C, ACX, which could be either UC, A, or G, AX, which could be either A or G, GGX, which could be either UC, A, or G, or UXX, which could be either A or G depending on order. Next, we need to determine the mRNA sequence for the mutant strain, which begins with methionine, which would be AUG, tryptophan, which would be UGG, isoleucine, which could be either AUU, AUC, or AUA, histidine, which could be either CAU or CAC, and a stop codon, which could be UAA, UAG, or UGA. This leaves us with the known mutant mRNA structure as AUG, UGG, AUX, which could be either U, C, or A, CAX, which could be either U or C, and UXX, which could be either A or G, depending on order. Next, we need to determine what and where the mutation occurs. In a normal structure, we have AUG and UGG, which also occur in the mutant structure, AUG and UGG, so we know that the mutation would occur immediately afterwards. Looking at the mutant structure, we can see that there's an A base pair that's been inserted into the structure, but does not seem to appear within the normal structure. Now, we can tell this is not a deletion because there are no adjacent A base pairs that could be nearby, so we'd like to assume that an A insertion has been created, which creates a new mutant structure that looks like this: AUG, UGG, AUU, XAC, XAA, XGG, and XUX. Now we can determine whether or not this is correct by checking whether or not the new structure matches up with the current mutant structure. So we can check the newly created structure and see if it matches up with the mutant structure. So we have AUG and UGG, which matches up with this. AUU, which matches up with AUX, as X can be either U, C, or A, so since it's U, we are okay. So we have XAC, which can be C, just like CAX, which could be U or C, so since we have CAC, both of them form histidine, which would be CAC. So next we have XAA, which needs to pair up with the stop codon for UXX, which could be either UAA, UGA, or UAG. So since we have UAA matching up with X, which could be U and then AA, we have a stop codon, which leaves us with the final mutant structure of AUG, methionine, UGG, tryptophan, AUU, which would be isoleucine, CAC, which would be histidine, and UAA, a stop codon.